Hey everyone, I'm Zoe from Harmonix, and today I'm going to play through one of the campaign missions from Fuser. I'll be focusing on adding audio effects to individual discs and a whole lot more. Let's do it!
I don't mean to get political this early, but I am strongly pro-raisins and empanadas. No offense. Anyway, let's get these people on their feet.
Alright, so that's the voice of Faint Shadow. You see their little icon down there, and this is my promoter. So every different stage in Fuser has a different promoter with a totally different style and area of musical expertise. But at Subastral, it's Faint Shadow, and this person acts as my mentor, as a guide, almost as a cheerleader, giving me insight as to how to please the audience, helping provide some of my show goals and feedback, and ultimately giving me the guidance I need to make it to the headlining slot. So right here, what I'm going to do is focus on my show goals that are being provided to me in the bottom right corner of my screen, and I'm seeing that I have an infinite amount of time, as indicated right here with the infinity sign, to drop the drums from Temperature and the vocals from Tusa. So I'm going to go up to my crate, and I'm going to do just that. Alright, so here I get some of that feedback from Faint Shadow. And they're also giving me instructions right now on how to add effects to my disc. So I can add audio effects to my individual discs in the deck, and I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to add some bass in real quick, just round out my mix a tad bit. And then I'm going to add a low pass filter onto a pink disc. So I'm going to go into my vocals here, open my effects panel, and head into my low pass filter. Here I've got a few options. So I can either play it and have total control over where that's going and adjust the saturation of that effect, or I can actually autoplay it, and that allows me to keep an effect on a disc even if I want to leave. So right now I'm being asked to include 2 dance discs. Again, I have an infinite amount of time to do that, so I'm going to take my time finding what I really want. Go ahead and add this in. And now I need at least 2 dance discs, so let me add a second dance track in there. And then use a low pass filter on a blue disc. So I'm going to open my effects panel, put that eyes disc under a low pass filter, take that off whenever I'm ready, and then focus on adding 2 or more Latin or Caribbean discs. So in here it actually is time sensitive, so I want to make sure that I drop something in time. So there we go, it's actually starting to count up now, and I want to make sure that I can keep these discs in the mix for as long as it requires, while still meeting that time pressure. So let me go ahead and change up my mix a little bit. I'm going to take that low pass filter off.
Tremendous.
Alright, now I'm being instructed to include only 2 blue discs. So I'm going to use some of these deck controls, one of them being eject to take out anything else. So let me take out that bass too. But I can actually change up the blue discs that I want, as long as there's only 2 of them in the mix. And now that that goal's been fulfilled, I can start adding back some sounds. Go ahead and add this lead instrument because it sounds amazing. And now I want to add a low pass filter on 2 blue discs. I'll autoplay that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and open it on the My Prerogative percussive track. Take that one off. Let me turn that down a little bit. And here it's asking me to include 2 or more dance discs, which I actually already have, but I have a request from the crowd coming in, so I'm going to focus on that as well and drop some new vocals in. Let me take that low pass filter off the drum track. I want to try to do that on the downbeat as well, because I'm still getting feedback based on how in time my actions are. Alright, and now I have 2 requests. I'm going to try to satisfy them in a combo by satisfying both of them with 1 move, which I was able to do, and that's positively going to impact my crowd meter that's right over here. So I want to focus on keeping my mixes fresh and really exciting for my audience. So I want to make sure that I'm not, just button smashing and dropping everything in totally randomly to the point where it's overwhelming. But I do want to make sure that I'm keeping my mix fresh and evolving it as necessary. Alright, so I want to add a low pass filter on a vocal disc. So I'm going to do that right here. And then add another Latin disc, because I already have one in here with these strings, which I'm going to turn back up. And then I'm going to satisfy this request here with some vocals. And let me take off that effect real quick. Alright, and then we changed it up. I've almost filled this crowd meter. And there we go, it's looking pretty full now, which is what I like to see. And there we go, you hear the roar of the crowd, you know that that crowd meter is full. And now I've got 2 dance discs in here. And now I just want to focus on adding a low pass filter to 2 different discs. Added a low pass filter on autoplay to both of them. And now I'm going to satisfy this crowd request here. And now I need to add 1 more low pass filter on.
One door closes, 2.
Alright, so it looks like I just missed that goal. So that might be the difference between, a slightly higher score, but I'm able to move on to my next goals, which is to start ejecting some discs and to add a vocal, so I can add a low pass filter on that real quick. Alright, it looks like I've satisfied all of my goals just in the nick of time. I see my pyrotechnic display going off, my avatar looks happy, the crowd looks like they're enjoying themselves. I see my light show, the different backgrounds that I've selected, and now for the truth, my score. So let's see how I've done. It's going to be broken down by how many goals I satisfied, how many requests I met, and how timely my drops were, right? So was I keeping up with that beat timeline? Was I fulfilling my crowd meter? Let's see. So 4.5 stars, I'm pretty pleased with that. I met most of my goals, 100% of my requests, some combos even, and then I've got some feedback based on the timeliness of my actions as well. I hope you enjoyed this look at Fuser gameplay. Let us know in the comments what other topics you'd like us to cover in these videos, and be sure to look out for Fuser coming your way November 10th. Thanks for watching!